Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-March 2024 reading for the zodiac sign of Aries. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising, just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Well, let's go ahead and get into it here. Column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's coming for the remainder of March, so any kind of big items. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at anything related to money. Column number 3, we're going to take a look at anything related to love. And our 4th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides, almost like advice for the remainder of the month. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and do a healing note for you. But again, Aries, column number 1, big items coming for the remainder of the month. We have the card renewal. So this is interesting. I feel like your energy is being revived on something. Your focus, maybe you're picking something up again. This could also be like renewal of a lease, or like if you're a contract employee, maybe some of you, your employment just got renewed. But again, kind of coming through as that very literal meaning of renewal this time, which is neat to see. Let's take a look though and see what messages we have here. Of course, you're going to start with another renewal card there. So first up we have the Star card. The Star card also has a meaning of renewal. So with the Star card, this is like, again, energy being raised, getting hope, being re-energized, having our energy renewed on something. Yeah, so again, I feel like you were either like re-picking up something, or again, there is like an apartment that's being renewed, or a job that's being renewed, or perhaps for some of you it's twofold here. The next card we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card that's very focused on respect, so I love to see this. This is also a leadership card here. So I do think for some of you, you could be taking the lead on something. But I like this because we're in a very respectful situation. Also, the Emperor is like strategic and long-term. So whatever this is that we're refocusing on or renewing, I feel like it's a good move for you long-term, Aries. It aligns with what we need. It aligns with what kind of your life path is. So that's great to see. Taking a look at our 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is a card of a necessary transition, so I like this. Again, whatever this renewal is, whether it's more energetic or physical, it's exactly what you need right when you need it when we see a card like the 6 of Swords. Let's take a look now at our clarifiers and see what other information I can give you here. First up, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very much so nose to the grindstone. It's putting in the hard work, but then when we put in the hard work, we reap the benefit of our hard work. So I love to see a card like the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like we've worked hard on this thing. Maybe we've worked hard to get our work contract renewed. Maybe we worked hard to stay at the place we're at. All of those things. So this is the effort. This is the hard work that's led up to this renewal and this kind of reviving of energy here. The next card we have is the Emperor. The Emperor is a card, again, so we have the Emperor on top of the Emperor. I always, if you've watched my readings before, you know I love when this happens. It's like the universe saying, I said what I said, I meant what I meant. So very clear. Again, I feel like some of you are taking the lead on something. That's a big thing. But this is a really respectful, healthy situation. And again, this was a strategic move for you. It was the right move long term. So all in all, really like that for you, ×2 there. At the bottom, we have the Death card. Again, this is like saying transformation, change. This is all happening right at the right time. And I keep hearing like it had to happen now. So I don't know if that makes sense for some of you. Maybe like you'll look back in a few months or even a few years and be like, yes, it had to happen now. But the 2 of these cards, the 6 of Swords and the Death card, it's a pretty clear message there. Oh, I do like to point out, sorry, getting ahead of myself here, Aries. For those of you that don't know, the Death card does not actually mean death, but it is like that change, that transformation. So I always like to clarify that for people who are not as familiar with the cards. Moving on to our next column now, let's talk about anything related to money. So quick money message to get us started, but the same time and effort into learning your personal finances and the financial market as you would any other skill. Study the way money flows throughout the economy, maximize your opportunities, and do not be afraid to face the facts. So in this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Aries. So first up, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very spiritual card. It's a very intuitive card. This is about trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. So I feel like there could be a situation where we just don't know all the facts, but your gut and your intuition do. So again, this is very high vibration. We've had a lot of high vibration cards to this point, which I love to see for you, Aries. But again, it's like your gut's not lying to you, your heart's not lying to you. You know your move. Your gut, your heart, your intuition knows your move, right? The next card we have is the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming. It's very, how do I want to say this? It's like knight in shining armor. It's like the epitome. It's the perfect. Typically, this is a card of love, proposal, marriage, that type of thing. But when we hone in on the word proposal, that really could mean like opportunity. So I do, again, see a new opportunity coming for you. But it's like the perfect. It's the exact thing that we've been wanting, Aries. But again, it's like you have to trust your gut, trust your intuition that we go for it here. I feel like maybe you only can see part of the picture, so there's some apprehension, right? We just got to go for it. At the bottom, we have the Fool card. The Fool card is fresh start, new beginnings, fresh starts, taking chances, new paths, adventures, beginnings. We love the Fool card. When I see the Fool card, I always tell people, like, jump in with both feet. You see he's like on the edge of the cliff. It's like, do we jump? Do we not jump? Jump. Go for it. So again, I feel like this is coming through as your perfect opportunity. Your gut, your intuition knows exactly where you need to go, where you need to be. Let's take a look at these clarifiers now. First up, we have the Seven of Cups. Again, this is a little bit non-committal, which, again, I feel like some of you, I'm hearing the word apprehension. We're a little nervous to take the plunge, right? That makes sense. If you take a look, though, there's something different happening in each of these cups on the Seven of Cups. So there's just a lot of opportunities, there's a lot of options, there's a lot of paths, which I love to see because it's like there's so much potential for you. There's so many different directions this can go. But again, there's this kind of underlying sense of non-committal energy that comes with the Seven of Cups. But it's scary to jump off the cliff, right? To make the move. The next card we have is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card of having to make a decision. So anytime there's two of something on a card, that's the decision to be made. What path are we going to follow? Are we going to go after this opportunity? I feel like there could be this kind of sense of compromise too. So talking more about these underlying feelings that we have. Again, I feel like it could be compromised because it's just the unknown. We don't know exactly all the details of what's on the other side. Or maybe it'll be like a little bit less money up front, but then more money in the future. Whatever it may be, there's kind of this underlying sense of compromise, but the Two of Swords is indicating that decision that we have to make. At the bottom, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a card of clarity, which I love. So you're going to get more information. I feel like that's going to support you in this decision. So it's very timely. I love to see that. I should have said first off, the Judgment card is always favorable for you though, Aries. So this outcome is going to be so positive for you. Again, this is the ideal, the perfect, the epitome situation that you want. And the Judgment card, so again, getting that clarity that you need and then being able to make that final decision. So I hope you jump in with both feet, Aries. I know it's scary, but it looks really good. Moving on, let's talk about anything related to love. So a quick love message here. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. So in this call, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, anything you associate with love. First up, we have the King of Cups. So this is interesting. I feel like we're riding the waves. We've been riding the waves. So if you look at the back of the King of Cups, it's very choppy water. It's ups, it's downs. And this is about being empathetic, tolerant, flexible. I feel like you've just been riding the waves, right? Wherever life takes us, we've been riding it here, Aries. It's not a good or a bad thing. I actually feel like it suited you well, because if we were like stuck on one thing, that would have made us inflexible. And recently, we just kind of have had to ride the waves. The next card that we have is the Justice card. This is very much so cause and effect. So what is it that you want in terms of love, and how do we go about getting it? We need to be taking the action that we want to get the result that we want. So do the things that we know that will lead to it. This is very much so a balancing act, though, with the Justice card. So I feel like there's this give and this take. Again, very flexible, very riding the waves, letting us kind of go wherever life takes us, which I like. The Justice card is favorable for you, though, so I'm glad to see that. I feel like that could be really positive for you this month, and resulting in that favorable outcome. So again, whatever it is that we want, we need to start taking action to get there. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, sorry, I bumped the camera, is a card of like enjoyment. It's luxury, it's enjoyment, it's pleasure, it's doing the things that we enjoy. So for those of you that are seeking a relationship, actually really applies for anybody. Whatever it is that you want, it's like we need to enjoy the process. We need to enjoy the path to get there. But again, to my example, like if you're single and you want to be in a relationship here, Aries, it's like go and do the things that you enjoy and find a relationship there with somebody that's also doing those things that you enjoy, right? All right, looking at our clarifiers. So first up, we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of, again, enjoyment. So really just being able to enjoy the process, ride the waves, see where it takes us. But there has to be enjoyment. There has to be happiness on this journey. The next card we have is the Sun card. The Sun card is a card of happiness, success, joy. I already told you I feel like this seems to end very favorable for you. It looks really good here, Aries. But with the Sun card, again, it's enjoying the process, finding the joy, finding the happiness, and all the other pieces will come along with you. So focus on being happy, and everything else is going to fall into place here. At the bottom, we have the King of Swords. Very strategic, very intentional. I feel like this is long-term, so we're setting ourselves up long-term. But again, we need this enjoyment along the way. Again, for those of us seeking, we want to find them doing something mutually that we enjoy, right? All right, fourth and final column now, a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the summary affirmation card here of influence. I love the influence card. It's a good reminder that there are more things that we can influence than we realize a lot of times, but also it's a card of like reminding you to focus on what you can control, not those things that are out of our control. So first up, we have the Sun card again. It's really hard to argue that this isn't the best card in the tarot deck. Material happiness, joyous outcomes, success. We will be so much happier when we can focus on the things that we have control over, pushing the things that we have control over. The next card we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of multitasking. This could be prioritizing or even making a decision. But again, we need to decide on the things that we can control. We need to prioritize the things that we can control. We will be a lot happier when we're focusing on the things that we can influence. And we're going to start to see the results of the things that we want here. At the bottom, we have the Page of Pentacles. This is a card, this is like financial gain, so I feel like we're trying to do something that makes money here, Aries, that also makes us happy, which is good. This is very much so in our ability to influence, but what's going to be important here is that we're prioritizing the right things, we're focusing on the right things, we're making sure we're giving our attention to those things that we have impact on, right? Taking a look at our clarifiers, first up we have the Four of Swords. Interestingly, recovery is coming through here. So I do feel like this could be something you're revisiting, re-picking up, you're recovering it, you're taking it forward from this point. The next card we have is the Chariot. Of course, this is action, change, this is being on a journey. Sometimes with the Chariot, we don't always know where we're going, but we can trust that the Chariot's taking us the right place. So I love to see that. But it's like on this journey, just continue to prioritize the things that we have control over, the most important things. At the bottom, we have the Seven of Swords. Again, I feel like you're ready to pick this up and go again. You see this person's picking up their swords, feet in motion. So I feel like we're reviving something here. We're revisiting something here, but it looks really, really positive, and I feel like you can take this whatever direction you want it to go now, Aries. All right, looking now at our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck, we're going to do 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video here and think of them. But question number 1, we have the Seven of Swords, number 38 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the Seven of Hearts, number 21 card. That's also going to be a yes. And question number 3, we have the Six of Diamonds, the number 51 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you there. If you watched your video earlier this month, we did pull a card from our Healing Stones deck. Your crystal this month is Emerald, which is good for harmony, beauty, opens you up. Very revitalizing. It gives you a nice sense of togetherness. Last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, every day holds new magic. Thank you so much, Aries, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aries, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your March.